Today we're working on a polymetal sign. A polymetal sign is basically the next generation to an aluminum sign. The polymetal has aluminum sandwiching a PVC core, makes it lighter, a little more durable, and it's not as expensive as your traditional aluminum sign. We print everything out on our latex 60-inch printer here. This printer we use for vehicle wraps, translucent signs, which are used whenever light is shining through, and of course the vinyl that we're going to mount on the polymetal today. Everything comes in either a 54 or 60-inch roll of white vinyl. We can print full color, and then we will laminate it for durability and blocking UV. So the first step in this is we're going to get the machine all loaded up. As it's printing, I'll show you how that comes out. Then we'll laminate it, then it'll go on to the actual polymetal, and then it's ready for delivery or installation. Here you can see the print coming out of the printer. As you notice on the vinyl, we can print full color. This is going on our polymetal. It's going to be a double-sided polymetal, 4 foot by 8 foot. After this finishes, this takes about 2 hours. It goes on to our laminating step. That step is when we apply a clear laminate over top of the vinyl to protect it from UV rays and outside elements. It just helps the sign stand up and look vibrant from the day it was created to the day that it's taken down. So the next step in our process after we've printed our panels to lay down on the polymetal is we send it through the lamination machine. Basically the machine has a series of rollers, and it will pull the vinyl through 2 different rollers and lay down a seamless, airless lamination layer on top of the vinyl to protect it. So here's the front view of the lamination machine, and this is the area where the 2 rollers come down. Like I mentioned previously, that will basically force the vinyl and the lamination together seamlessly with no air pockets. As you notice here, there is a very thin gap, and normally with this gap there will be no gap actually whenever we push the vinyl through. So the next step, you'll actually see us putting the vinyl panel through this machine, and then we'll lay it down on the substrate. So as you can see from this step here, this is the lamination portion. We're feeding the panel that's going to go on the polymetal through, and it overlays, in this case it's gloss matte. There's gloss or gloss laminate or gloss or matte laminate that you can go with. And if you take a look, you can see it's got a nice sheen to it. It adds an extra protective layer to it whenever we put it outside. Here's another angle of the material going into the machine. You can see there a better view of the actual laminate on the roll as it comes down on top of the printed vinyl. So here's the finished polymetal sign all ready to go for the customer to come and pick up. As you can see, we laid down the vinyl with the laminate on top right on the actual polymetal substrate. And I'll show you here exactly what this kind of looks like. If I can zoom in. You see there's aluminum, thin aluminum on each side with a black PVC core. It's kind of a lot lighter, less expensive, more durable. So there you have it. That's how you do a 4x8 polymetal sign. And we can do these in all different sizes, shapes, as well as different location points that you want to install them at.